welcome to OuchCouch, everyone. 3 years later, and I am Metal Freak Neo, as you already know, I hope. Well, it's been quite a journey since 2021, I'd say. A lot has happened. Um, a lot of life experience was gathered, and some good, some bad, some interesting, some I would never want to experience ever again in my life. So, overall, it's been quite a while, and I'd have to say, within this time, I actually have had legit podcast experience thanks to my friend George, with whom I hosted a season of um, Judas Priest Cast, a podcast on Judas Priest, the heavy metal band. Um, Sadly, it's nowhere uh, available right now. The episodes are taken down for some plausible reasons that I don't have anything to say about. I think it's for the best or whatever. There, I mean, I don't want to talk about it. And apart that, I have had some very excruciatingly horrible personal experiences myself. I would not talk about those either. But I've also had some very interesting and inspirational experiences so far. New job. Yes, things have changed. I am a changed woman in certain areas now. A bit more mature mentally or emotionally, I'd say. In some other aspects, I have become more childish as well, more sloppy, I guess. But yes, things have happened. And now I'm back again recording on my phone, and I would possibly not be editing much, so sorry about that. I wonder, what did I do in this part again? Then I think in today's episode, I'm just gonna talk to myself and figure it out. So, as far I have noticed, at least it requires two people to actually launch and conduct a successful or at least engaging podcast. It's really not an easy business to be done by one person, but some people can do it. For example, Mark McGuinn, this Rhode Island based comedian, he used to have this podcast called Comedy Ruined My Life. As much as comedy did not ruin his life, he is good at his stuff, but he used to like upload weekly episodes of rambling. He used to ramble on his mic and then record this like 30 or 40 minutes long pod and upload it with like minimum editing. But it was fun to listen to. Sadly, Mark doesn't do that anymore. I'm not happy about it. I wish he continued, and it was fun. But then again, I realized he actually was not doing a solo pod. He had a co-host who could not speak. Well, he used to make sounds, but could not speak because the co-host is his cat Isaac, and sometimes he would talk about Isaac or yell at Isaac. So technically, it was not a total solo podcast, but it was a solo human podcast per se. So there's that. Then what am I gonna do? I'm wondering. I really am. But I think it's gonna be something like I will be opening my recorder app on phone, ramble for 10 minutes straight, and then turn it off and just upload it on the tube. and let's see what happens. I have zero expectations from it. Nobody listens to it, so I think I'll be safe since it's just me rambling about things that I want to talk about and possibly nobody's ever gonna listen to. And I'm totally cool with it. So, what am I gonna talk about today is the question. Because at least I'm supposed to have something to talk about. Um, let's just start with the fact that I just have become very alone in certain aspects of life. Like, I have almost zero friends in real life. By in real life, I mean they're not around. I have friends, thankfully, I still do, but they live lands far, far away in different time zones. So it's really hard to communicate. And the only friend I have here, like close to me, like in proximity, she has a lot going on in her life and really, really don't have much time to spare even for herself, let alone for other friends. So, and I understand that. I wish I could help her more, but actually, it's not even possible for me to help. So, yes, life has taken some interesting turns for most of us. I know what suggestion or, a piece of advice all the South Asian elderly people give us in times like this, that it is totally our fault that we did not adhere our parents and the older people's advice to get hitched when the time was right and our time is running out. We should like blindly accept whomever wants to like get hitched with us and stuff like that. But okay, the fact that I have not gotten married by now at this age, I have avoided my first divorce, technically speaking or statistically speaking, because a lot of my married friends are going through their first divorce or maybe contemplating on their second ones. I mean, I don't know yet, but yes, a lot of my friends got divorced now who were married at the quote unquote right age. So I don't think that's quite the solution of the loneliness we millennials are have going through right now, especially people like us who are stranded in our third world country hometowns while the more capable ones immigrated to better countries where their lives are still hard, but they have some first world amenities to themselves. So, and more importantly, they are more in a pack, they're together. Like they are not in their hometown, but they're together. And here I am alone in the hometown, um, not even looking at a person who is not a colleague or family member or like the store staff where I shop. So, yes, life is pretty monotonous, maybe challenging, has always been, but mostly silent. Yes, that would be a way to say, I mean, a way to put it, but I don't have the correct word for it. I think the void I have right now is a little too big. So there is that. It's already 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So I think for today, I'm gonna stop and I will ramble some more for the next episode. So thank you, everyone. Goodbye.